don't look at things as the yin and the yang. Look at things in its totality. Your job, to the men out there, to the masters of Allah now, not to the men who think that their job is to protect, provide, and procreate, this message isn't for you. But this is for the master of Allah now. This is for the man who recognizes his duty as a god to begin to elevate himself to a level of divinity by waking up his counterpart, his part of himself that is asleep. Once he wakes up that woman and she actually finds her divinity in its totality and in its truth and not some synthetic or pseudo version of herself, that is when the relationship and the unity actually raises up to a level of divine right and divine feminine and divine rulership. You follow me? Your woman is a god. She has the ability to bring the immaterial into the material through her stargate, which is not a new concept that I've created. Anyone that has a bit of knowledge of self or listens recognizes that the vagina is a stargate. She has the ability to bring life from the immaterial and into the material, which is a form of divine action and divine act, which is something that a man doesn't necessarily do, so to speak. He may shoot a bunch of sperm off and may hit the egg and create to a degree, because even that is subject to debate. But for the most part, his duty is to wake that woman up into the I am, and for her to recognize that she is. And when she knows that she is, then he can become the I am. A real man, meaning a master of Allah now, knows and understands that he is not in competition with his counterpart. His job is to wake her up, bring her to her awareness of her true essence and her true self and the true I am within herself, so that she may raise him up to a level of divinity. You follow me? A true man will not be upset when he witnesses his woman exhibiting the actions of a god / goddess, divine acts. Now, you can look at things like the Me Too movement. You can look at all this feminism going around, which was me and my brothers was talking about yesterday. Shout outs to my man Glacier. Shout outs to my man Mike P. This is inspired directly by them. But a true woman, once she comes into knowledge of self in that sense of things, is the moment her man raises above a level of logic. Logic is cool and all, but logic is blinding. It's no different than the synthetic idea of love. Like love, in the way that we've grown or come to know it, is an illusion. Like I said, love is a frequency, so it's gonna have a sound. It's not gonna be a word. When we're dealing with these things and these sciences and these beliefs and these ideas, you have to understand that this is something greater than yourself. This is when you recognize you don't have to look outside yourself for the power. That you are the power, which is the you inversed. That's the universe. There's the you inverse, and then there's what you in I verse. You follow me? That's the universe. Everything else is cosmos, cosmic. You follow me? And dimensional. Once that woman knows who she is, there is no limit to what that union and that relationship could obtain. Period. The problem with that is the woke woman, or the woke female, so to speak, doesn't realize that the power she's wielding when she comes into her own self from self-reflecting isn't the power that she has. That's a physical power. It's a physical power for a woman to recognize that she has the ability, and then she thinks she's independent, which means she thinks she operates outside of her union without the union. That's abusing a power, and abusing a power that isn't truly the power. A woman that comes into her knowing and comes into her self-worth and self-reflects and recognizes her place amongst the people and amongst the planet and amongst the cosmos is a woman that evolves into a goddess. And in that act of recognizing her abilities, she actually sends a vibration to her man and to her counterpart, because now he can look back, or not look back, but he could observe and actually develop an admiration and an adoration for that woman. He will begin to continue to influence her, encourage her, and raise her to a level of divine right, which in turn raises his elevation to divine right, or his level of understanding, overstanding, and understanding. It is all one and the same. But men live for the woman, one way or the other. Even the man who thinks he's in control over his woman and thinks that he runs the household and thinks he's superior, everything he does is to get the attention of that woman. But what he doesn't realize is that woman is asleep. So the moment he gets the attention of that woman, he gets a sleep version of that woman. So now there's problems. Problems ensue because that woman isn't the woman that he's aware of. He's not even aware that she's a sleep woman, because of things that attracted him to that woman and the reason why he wants that woman are outside of the realm of spirituality. They're all physical. You're attracted to the woman because of the way that she looks, what she carries, what she has, what she does. But remember, what you do is all to get her. What you do is all to get her attention. So in no way, shape, or form are you that lofty or that divine or that sublime to where what she is can be negated. You follow me? If you go out and buy $200 Jordans, you may say they're for yourself, but they're really for you to put on your body and to get the attention of other people. Unless you're playing for the other side, you're doing that to get the attention of a woman. When you dress nice because it's a reflection of yourself, or maybe you do it to get the attention of a woman directly. But even when you're doing it because it's a reflection of yourself is part of the other self, which is the woman. So when you do that, it's to compliment your woman. When your woman, like, think about it, when couples go out, they both want to look equally nice. They're most of the time anyways, they're complimenting each other, they want to look good because they're counterparts, they're one and the same. But if that woman is asleep, you're not even glowing the way you need to glow. You follow me? And most men aren't necessarily asleep, they're just misguided and misdirected, which men like to say the woman is misguided and misdirected, but she's just fucking asleep, completely asleep. And our job as masters of the laws now is to wake that woman up. And once that woman is woke, it is our job to guide her, or attempt to guide her, because that's another problem we'll get into, in the direction of divinity. Because what will happen is she will be like a superhero or a villain who just gets their powers for the first time and will start abusing her powers and using them in the wrong ways because she recognizes who she is, or who she thinks she is, not realizing that she is a hero. So if she is a hero, a Haru, if she is a hero or a Haru, she has the ability to either be great or be destructive.